Once again, I welcome you all to the biology classroom. In the first chapter, we have studied about cell and its cell organelles and its function. Then in the last video, we started the second chapter and we discussed about what are tissues. Tissues are group of cells which are performing a common function. Then we studied about cell differentiation and stem cells. Today we are going to discuss about animal tissues. Animal tissues. We human beings are also animals, isn't it? So our body is having different kinds of tissues and each tissue is having a definite function. So let us check out what are the different kinds of tissues and its function. Epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue covers and protects the body. That is, this tissue is present in the skin of animals. It lines the inner walls of the digestive tract, perform functions such as protection, absorption and production of secretion. So these are the function of epithelial tissue. So epithelial tissue is found in the skin of animals and it is also found in the digestive tract. Its function is protection, that is it protects the body. Skin protects our body, that we know. Absorption, whatever we applied in the skin get absorbed. So its another function is absorption and production of secretion, that is it produces some secretion. For example, sweat, it's a secretion. Then some digestive juices which is produced in our stomach as a secretion. So its major functions are protection, absorption and production of secretion. Next one is a nervous tissue. I think you are familiar with the term nervous tissue and you have studied it in previous classes. Nervous tissue. It is the longest tissue of our body. So what are the functions of nervous tissue? It controls and coordinates physiological function. So all the physiological function which occurs in our body is controlled by the nervous tissue. It enables to respond, identifying the changes inside and outside the body. So it helps our body to respond in according to the changes occurring inside and outside the body. What do you mean by this statement? Inside and outside the body. For example, if you are having hunger, how do you feel or how do you recognize that you are hunger? So there is a stimulation from inside your body or from your stomach. This stimulation helps you to recognize that you are hungry. You are hungry, isn't? Suppose you want some water to drink. There is a stimulation from your body that you are having thirst. That time we used to drink water. So these are the stimulation which occurs inside your body. Sometimes you will be having toothache. So it's a stimulation or changes inside your body. That is, some changes in our body is recognized by us than the normal one. Normally we don't have pain in our body, but in some situation or in some diseased condition, we are having some changes inside our body. These changes are recognized by us because of this nervous tissue. Like the same way, the changes which is occurring outside our body is also recognized by the nervous system. Suppose you are entering into a room in which the AC is on. So you feel cold when you enter the room. So how do you recognize the temperature is very low? It is because of the nervous system. Then hot, pain, all these things are recognized by our body because of the nervous system. So nervous tissue help to recognize these changes and help our body to respond in according to this change. Muscular tissue consists of cells that can contract and regain the original state. Enables the movement of the body. So these are the function of muscular tissue. So the cells in muscular tissues having some peculiarity that it is having the ability to contract and regain to the original state. And we know that because of the muscles we are able to move. So this muscular tissue helps in the movement of the body. Connective tissue. As the name indicates, connective tissue connects different tissues or act as a support to them. Bone, cartilage, fibrous tissue, blood, etc. are various connective tissues. So do you know what is the cartilage? Cartilage are the soft bones of our body. Just you touch your ear. Is it made up of bone? No, it is made up of some soft particles in it. It is a cartilage. Your nose is made up of cartilage. And this cartilage is present in between joints also. Bone and cartilage provide support, protection, and a definite shape to the body. That we know what are the functions of bones. It provides support, protection, and definite shape to the body. Fibrous tissue connects other tissues. So this fibrous tissue connects other tissues. That other tissues means we have studied muscular tissue, epithelial tissue, nervous tissue, etc. So it connects other tissues, and blood carried out the conduction of materials and make the body resistant to disease. So what is the function of blood is? It acts as a medium for the conduction of material inside our body. So what do you mean by conduction of material? That is, the food we eat get digested from our body, that is from the stomach, and all the nutrients in that food get absorbed. So where does this nutrients reaches finally? This nutrients get absorbed from our intestine and it is carried to each cell of our body by the blood. So here blood conducts the nutrient from the intestine to the cells, and like that the oxygen we breathe is carried from the lungs to different tissues of our or different cells of our body by the blood. Like the same way the carbon dioxide from the cells is carried from cell to lungs by the blood. So blood in our body act as a medium for conduction of materials like nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. And it also helps to provide resistance to diseases. That is, it provides immunity power to our body. So the word immunity power, these are all having relevance in nowadays, isn't it? Why? Because of the coronavirus. Coronavirus, this coronavirus is infected by many person, but majority does not have a symptom. If we are healthy, if we get infected by this virus, we does not have any symptoms. Why? Because we are having immunity power. If a person is having immunity power, if he get infected by the virus, he may not have any symptoms. But he act as a carrier, is it? So, blood is a tissue which provide immunity power. Not the blood, exactly the blood. There are some other factor which support the blood for providing immunity power. But we can say that blood provides us immunity power. This is all about animal tissue. So we have studied epithelial tissue, nervous tissue, muscular tissue and connective tissue. So each tissue is having a definite function in our body. And we have some discussion about coronavirus, isn't it? So stay safe at home, eat healthy food, improve your immunity. Hope you all understood today's class. Thank you. Have a nice day.